Seems to me you're just plain scared.
Yes. Yeah, I am. I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left. No reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, right or wrong. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
What do we do?
No, sometimes I don't even think, the current generation gives a damn about anything that came before. Their attention span is so short, they have no sense of history, and it's being erased. And, public education is non existent at this point. Okay, so everybody's learning everything from the goddamn phone, you know? Yeah. So, yeah, I try to avoid talking about this shit. I put out a video, but I was very subdued. This probably will be subdued and shit because, a certain platform is heavily policing me, all right? But, every time I see that picture of Lanisha Henderson, I guess that's her name, I get mad as fuck when I see that picture, okay? I get mad. And I get mad when I see that footage of her sitting in the courtroom as her bail was denied and shit. She has no emotion, no nothing. I am so fucking tired of the whole Michael Myers attitude thing and shit that a lot of these sisters got and shit in general, Just like they are beyond reproach in their own fucking bubble, all right? And, I get mad when I see the fucking picture, her arrest picture, okay? I get mad because she don't look good enough in that picture, okay? She need to have a big ass lump on her fucking head or a couple of shiners, all right? Just being honest. Like it's Martin Luther King's fucking house, man. Nobody cares, man. The more next generations they are removed, they're gonna be back in fucking slavery, okay? Maybe in some sort of slavery and shit because they don't know shit. All right, I'm Generation X, okay? And the motherfuckers that came after us and shit, they some moist ass, zesty motherfuckers. They got no heart. They got no fucking heart. I'm not talking about everybody, but goddamn, it's Martin Luther King's fucking house. The bitch is setting fire to it, and this seems hella shady. The way they're going about it is it's a complete procedural. Everything's by the book and all that bullshit. All the camera angles are, real nice to catch everything and shit. There's no shaky cam. There's no bullshit. And you had another older black woman reaching in to take a leaf off the girl's shoulder as she was being handcuffed and shit. Like, oh, wait a minute. She don't look good for the camera. I'm like, hey, crisis actor alert. But, irregardless, crisis actor or not, op or not, I just got to be like, why she ain't fucked up? She should be visibly fucked up. She should look like a fucking Chucky, from that Chucky series. That's how she should look like that shit after he went through that wood chip or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, she should be fucked up, man. We need, honestly, people need to start stomping out some of these motherfuckers, man. All right, I'm getting tired of this shit. I'm not advocating any violence or anything, but I can't lie and shit. Like, why does she look so clean? Why was the arrest so fucking clean? They seen her with gas. Well, can you imagine that? You looking at motherfucker, they pull out a gas can and start pouring that shit on stuff and looking. They let her do enough to where she could reach and put the gas can down and reach in her pocket for a lighter and try to light it. Then they restrain her. We don't see how they restrain her. We don't see any of the arrest. We just see her on the ground. There's a jump cut and we see the bitch on the ground with the cop there and they're informing her so nicely. These New York, NYPD guys on vacation, they made sure to mention that they had a rented Tesla car, okay, just so you get their commercial break, I'm not supposed to side eye this shit. We got an election year coming up, and you can just bet there's gonna be a ton of bullshit just like this. All right, as far as Lanisha Henderson goes, I'm like, well, why does she, you know, why the fuck she look so good? Right? Even if she in court, man, I don't violate her civil rights and shit. They should treat her like a fucking terrorist and shit. But it's Martin Luther King. The government killed his fucking ass. You know. And after looking at the video about Pink Book lessons, they found out that his children sold the house, sold all his house and his fucking car. I mean, I don't even think they sold the car. The car came with the fuck house. Martin Luther King's last car and shit was still in the garage. They sold this house for like $1 million. It belongs to the government. The house that she was trying to set on fire, they sold another house. Bernice, his, fucked off daughter, she sold the other house for $400,000 and gave him a free car with it too, to the U.S. government, who shot him in the face with a military sniper. That is proven fact. You can look it up, okay? There's some of you, melanin challenged people that like to stick your nose in my business. So you can go over there to your friendly Wikipedia and take a look at that, or you could just hit Google or the search engine of your choice. You can find out for yourself. I'm just pissed off, man. None of these fucking kids, none of these motherfucking kids have any sense of history or anything and shit. They don't give a fuck about nothing. And that's why it ain't nothing getting better. It's getting worse. Look at these goddamn women and shit. Look at the society that we live in. Got this bitch trying to burn down Martin Luther King house and she don't get wiped up. They don't clean her ass up and sort her out and shit. Got another, a supposed rapper on stage dancing barefoot and pregnant. Barefoot and pregnant, man. Nobody's admonishing her worth of shit, right? And I'm getting tired of this shit. I see a clear line, gender-wise and shit in the black community, the supposed ethnic black community of the United States of America, 3Ks and said. And that's why I say 3Ks and said. Look at the damage that, outside interference has done to our community and shit and destroyed it. Okay? And I just think, personally speaking, outside of my community, the supposed community, the slave quarters, I don't speak on these political matters with people that don't look like me. All right? I don't speak on it. But I will tell you one thing. If I was there and saw her doing that shit, it'd be a whole different story. Like, she would be in jail, and I would be in jail. Both of us be wearing orange jumpsuits and shit. And she wouldn't look so nice, okay? She wouldn't look so nice. And some people can put some money on my books and shit because I did what you didn't have the balls to do. You tucked your balls into your panties and you said, hey, uh, I self-identify as a zesty ass noodle. I'm serious. I'm fucking fed up, man. Hey, everybody. I'm 54. I'm a straight black man and shit. I'm from the city of Chicago and shit. And don't judge me based on that. I just want you kings that. I don't know. I don't want you kings to get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out, man. This shit is dead, man. It's over. It's dead, Jim. Stop giving it life support and stop trying to resuscitate it. Okay? Leave this shit where it is. Get the fuck out. Peace.
Seems to me you're just plain scared.
Yes. Yeah, I am. I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left. No reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, right or wrong. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
What do we do?